Here are 5 benefits of establishing Tawheed firmly in your life. The first one is that you become patient upon calamities. Allah tells us, الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ قَالُوا إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. Those that whenever a calamity strikes, they mention words of Tawheed. They say, to Allah we belong and to Him we shall return. So whenever a calamity comes your way, you don't collapse. Rather, you remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control of everything, and that this dunya is temporary and that eventually will go back to Him. The second benefit is that you gain clarity in your decision making. How? Because everything goes through one filter. Does this please Allah or not? Allah gives us a parable in the Quran. ضرب الله مثلا رجل فيه شركاء متشاكسون ورجلا سلما لرجل. 2 individuals Allah mentions in this ayah. One who has many masters who are in dispute, and another who only has one master. هل يستويان مثلا. Can they possibly be equal? Of course not. The second individual who's only trying to please Allah will have so much more clarity than another individual who's trying to please the people and his nafs as well as Allah. The third benefit is that you stop trying to fix everyone and control outcomes, because you remember that ultimately Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control, and you remember that guidance is from Allah, as Allah tells us, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. That you can't guide those who you love, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides whom He wills. So this gives you comfort and peace in your heart. The fourth benefit is that you stop worrying about tomorrow, because you know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ar-Razzaq. He is the one who provides, and the same Rabb, the same Lord that provided for you yesterday and all those years since you were born will provide for you tomorrow. أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنُّ الْقُلُوبِ. Verily with the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. The person who's firm in Tawheed truly remembers this and is always at peace. The fifth benefit is that you get less rattled by rejection and loss, and you don't have much regret, because you remember that the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told us that if the whole ummah came together to benefit you, that they wouldn't be able to benefit you except that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written it for you. And if the whole ummah came to harm you, that they won't be able to harm you except that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written it for you. Your strength, your peace, your clarity all goes back to one thing, Tawheed. So understand how it applies to every single part of your life, because ultimately that's the reason why we were created.